This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Tuesday morning. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. We worked yesterday. I didn't know yesterday was a holiday, but apparently it was. Hey, I'm out on the street every day. Not working the streets, of course. If I look better, maybe I could work the streets, but I meet a lot of great people. I met a gentleman yesterday, said he'd wait in his car to meet me and shake my hand. How humbling. And it was an honor to meet this gentleman. He's Randy. They own a country barn, tree farm, and nursery in Greenville, Illinois. So, Randy, thanks for taking the time. People, let me tell you, you know who we need to look up to? Don't look up to idiots like me, radio people, television people, athletes, because everybody is in this game of life. We all just do what we do. Let's look up to our parents. Let's look up to the people that do something for our community. Not the politicians, not these asswipe, rotten, no-count, good-for-nothing son of a bitches that do something to us. You notice there's a difference. Do something to us or do something for us. I love people when they do things for us, but when they do things to us, it ain't very pretty. But people are always looking and look at these athletes. What a asswipe bunch of bastards they are. Make millions of dollars a year. And you try to talk to them and they act like they're better than you. Movie stars act like they're, you ought to just, everybody, not pay attention to these sons of bitches. Not go to their movies, not buy their albums. I bet you they'd start kissing your ass instead of them wanting you to kiss theirs. I bet you they would. And I want to tell you, I'm not a radio guy. I don't give a damn. I don't do things like the radio people do. And if you don't like it, don't listen. But what you're going to get from me is the truth. What you're going to get from me is the street talk. What you're going to get from me is not all this professional crap, not all this politically correct crap. You're going to get the real crap. And if you don't want the real crap, shut it off. So lines are always open. We are America's voice of freedom. Definitely the Patriot. You can call toll free 1-888-394-1430 on the east side, 394-1190. Don't be afraid to call. You don't have to use your own name. Disguise your voice. Have people all day long. They talk about racial issues. They talk about political issues. They just don't want to be heard on the radio. They don't want to get in trouble. Hey, this is America. Not going to get in trouble. Well, you may get in trouble, but we're trying to fight through that. We're trying to fight through that today, and every day. Here shortly, he'll be coming into the studio. I would say our friend, but he's not our friend. But he is an American, and he has every right to speak. And it's the gentleman known as Ku Klux Klan. Now, Clem, you people that haven't heard, Ku Klux Klan is a complete white racist. And after hearing some of his views, everyone will finally understand. They talk about Bob Romanik. Bob Romanik's not a racist. I'm a realist. I'll tell you the way it is. I talk to enough white and black people. But after hearing Ku Klux Klan, everyone will finally understand that Bob Romanik's not the racist. I don't even come close to being a racist. After hearing old Clem, Ku Klux Klan, the black community probably will want to elect me president of the NAACP. They'll know what a nice guy I am. They'll know I'm fighting for them. And when I say them, not just the black community, I'm fighting for everyone when I think they're right, and I'm fighting against them when I think they're wrong. Ku Klux Klan. He's a proud grand dragon of the Ku Klux Klan, and he represents everything that's wrong about racism, a true hater of the proud black community, a gentleman who has no business as our society of equal treatment and equal opportunity for everyone, regardless of race or national origin. Ku Klux Klan is the epitome of what is totally wrong with racism. Now listen, people, on both sides, there's a lot of black Ku Klux Klans out there. Black lives matter, my ass. All lives matter. I saw that last night. And see what you're going to get with me, people. I'm going to tell you the way I feel. I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. I'm not going to script it. I'm not going to write it out so it's politically correct. You listen to Rush Limbaugh. You listen to all these guys. They've got their agenda and they read it out and read it out and read it out. I'll go wherever the hell I want to go, and I don't give a damn. Don't give a damn about sponsors. Don't give a damn about friends. Don't give a damn about making a friend. I give a damn about making a difference. Speaking of making a difference, East St. Louis Township. Now they've got a new township supervisor. Tommy Dancy, what an idiot. He's going to take over East St. Louis Township. He ain't going to do a damn thing. And I want to know, Tom Dancy, who the hell wrote this press release for you? You ain't got enough sense to write this sumbitch. Tom Dancy says, I will comply with all state and federal laws regarding the fiscal responsibility of the township. I will partner with the city of East St. Louis and other local agencies and organizations in unison to maximize our efforts so that the essential services are provided timely to our citizens. Hell, I went to school with Dancy. He couldn't put two words together, let alone a sentence like that. So I don't know who's leading you, Tom Dancy, but I'll tell you, your mission is helping people. Well, I want to know. And I get some flack because I'm a white guy and I tell it the way I think it is, the way I think. You understand, people? I don't think for you and I don't want you thinking for me. And I had a white guy last night say, hey, Romanik, it's kind of, blacks are kind of racist, aren't they? I says, hell, some of them are. It's amazing how I'll have the white community come up and tell me about their problems. There's a lot of black racists out there. A lot of black racists. But anyway, we'll get to that in a little bit when Ku Klux Klan comes by the studio. Tommy Dancy says many townships in the Metro East maintain highways or sewers, but East St. Louis Township's only role is public assistance. Of the city's 27,000 people, now there's not 27,000 people living in East St. Louis, and I'll get to that in a minute. About 46 to 50% live below the poverty level. Now, you know, the poverty level for our government, they say, is if you make over $25,000, family of four, you don't live in poverty. I'll be damned. You try to live in a family of four and $25,000. But having said that, Mr. Dancy, 50%, half of East St. Louis lives in poverty, and I believe it's more than that. 45 years of black leadership in East St. Louis, and 50% of the people live in poverty. Hey, you elected Kern. Hey, and by the way, Kern, I got a question now. Are you gay? I just want to know. I'm just asking a question. Mark the big faggot, Kern. Are you gay? I would just like to know. Could you call me and clear that up? I'm asking a question. That thought just popped into my mind. Just like to know, Mark the big faggot, Kern.
Where's the dress? Where's the dress? Tell me where's the dress? Where's the dress?
Now, Mo, let's get on down to
the store and get some lipstick and some rouge. Where's the dress?
Hey, Joe, why don't we do this thing up right and get some of them ostrich plumes?
You know,
Where's the dress?
I was wondering if they made a pink pump in a size 12, Mo.
Where's the dress?
Where's the dress? Hey, Kern, you idiot. Why don't you do something for the people of East St. Louis? You've been there 12 years, and you idiots in East St. Louis put him in for another 4. You know, I actually felt bad this Christmas. You don't know how many people have called me down in East St. Louis, below the hill, wanted help. I didn't give them a dime. And why I felt bad about that, I don't know. Well, yes, I do, because it would have been the right thing to do. But you can't fix stupid. And a lot of stupid people down there. But anyway, 45 years, people, down in East St. Louis. Black leadership. And you have over 50% or at 50% of the 27,000 people on aid. What the hell is wrong? I've never heard of that bigger percentage. I don't think there's that bigger percentage in this whole country. And it's in St. Clair County? East St. Louis is in St. Clair County. Hey, you black ignorant bastards. Amika Jackson Hicks, you stinky, skanky bitch. And your old man, your daddy, Eddie the Gerbil. And yeah, I called you a skanky bitch because that's what you are, Amika. I don't give a damn what color you are. You're the mayor of East St. Louis. Quit kissing so much white ass and fight for the black asses down there. Where you at, Charlie Powell? Where you at, Alonzo Greenwood? I know your daughter, and it's not Sour Grape. She beat me. Unfair and unsquare, but that's okay. You guys going to fight to do something for East St. Louis, or are you going to keep doing what you've been doing for 45 years? Don't talk about Bob Romanik being a racist. That's the biggest racist crap in the world when you can't take care of your people. No, I apologize. It's not that you can't take care of your people. It's that you won't take care of your people. Under my leadership, Tommy Dancy, I will ensure that community needs are adequately addressed. I believe the township exists to help every citizen of East St. Louis. You ignorant bastard. You didn't write that crap. Then you got this other bitch. Boy, she's a skank. Edith Moore. She only faces 3 charges of forgery and voting violations. She lost her precinct committeeman election, 70 years old. She was a city manager. Couldn't spell city manager, so I guess they had to fire the bitch. I don't know. It's unbelievable. Why? Why do the good people of East St. Louis tolerate this crap? Improving lives in impoverished areas is also providing services. You're right. What services are you guys providing except at election time? Except at election time. I'd like to know. People of East St. Louis, Clem's coming in. When Clem comes in, I think he's got a little something for you. Had a gentleman call me, tell me that the hobby shop in Belleville is closing up. Why the hell you think the hobby shop in Belleville's closing up? Because all the crime in Belleville. That's why it's closing up. That's why people are moving out. More white people. See, the Proud Blacks, they're not coming up to Belleville either. See, let's have a dose of reality. Let's have a reality check here, people. Now, if you're going to be offended, turn the radio off because I don't give a damn. But don't be crying and bitching and saying, hey, Romanik shouldn't. Don't tell me what I should say. I don't tell you. I'll disagree with what you say. Maybe. But I won't tell you you can't say it. Never would I do that because I'm not a hypocrite. But it's crap in East St. Louis. It's killing this whole county. The Proud Blacks are moving out to O'Fallon, to Fairview, to all over. The crap bum blacks, and there's a few whites moving in, crap bum whites. I'd like to use the S word, but I can't. They're destroying Belleville. These $400,000 or $500,000 houses are going up for next to nothing. And I like Roger Whittington, but Roger and these guys, they're just shoring up this west end of Belleville, trying to make Kern look good, but more so than that, trying to shore up their property so they can eventually sell them some bitches, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. How are you going to shore up the west end of Belleville? Hey, we need to do like Trump. Let's put a wall. Let's build a wall. That's the only way. That's the only way we're going to stop the crime coming up from me saying, listen, don't tell me I'm a racist. The crime's coming up from me, St. Louis. And it's black crime. It ain't white crime. I'll bet you. I'll give you $1 million for every some bitch moved out of East St. Louis, come up to Belleville that was white that created crime. And you give me a nickel for every black. Not the proud blacks, the bum blacks. And I'll be ahead of the game financially. I don't want to hear it. White people all over Belleville. I don't know what we're going to do. Hey, it's too late. It's too late to do anything but move your white asses out like they did in East St. Louis, like they did in Washington Park. And what pisses me off more than anything, the black community has control of St. Clair County. They give it to Kern and Sprague. Kern and Sprague don't have control of the black folks down there. It's their fault. It's their fault. But we're going to get from the black community, we want more. We want more. I don't know about getting more. Whoa, guess who just walked through the door? He's got I've got a flag shirt. Everybody knows I wear the red, white, and blue flag shirt. This guy's got a Confederate shirt on. Looks pretty good, actually. And I'm at least proud that the man will wear what he wants to wear and not be threatened or intimidated.
Southern men, the thunders mutter, northern flags and south winds flutter. To arms, to arms, to arms, in Dixie. Send them back your fierce defiance, stamp upon the cursed alliance. To arms, to arms, to arms, in Dixie. Advance the flag of Dixie, hurrah, hurrah. For Dixie's land we take our stand, and live or die for Dixie. To arms, to arms, and conquer peace for Dixie. To arms, and conquer peace for Dixie.
Ku Klux Klim. Hey, Klim, you look awful sharp. You look awful sharp in that Confederate flag, buddy. You look pretty good in that Confederate flag. How the hell you doing, Clem? How the hell you doing, buddy? Bob, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine, Bob. I just drove in, saw them black sumbitches all out on the street. Look like a bunch of roaches. They don't come out during the day, Bob. They come out at night. Nah, Clem, there's a lot of proud black people. Well, Bob, if there is, I don't know where they're at. Bob, can I ask you a question? Sure, Ku Klux Klan. Ask me anything you want, because this is America. Why the hell, Bob? Why the hell do we have to pay for them sumbitches, them black sumbitches, when they ain't working? Well, Clem, we got to take care of our people in this great country, not black or white. We're Americans. Why aren't those people working down there, Bob? Well, I don't know, Clem. A lot of times they can't get jobs. The politicians won't give them jobs. Yeah, Bob, a lot of times they just don't want to work. Because we the white people, we let them get away with that. We let them get aid. Why don't they work for their aid? Well, Clem, that's a pretty good point. That's a pretty good point. They had the CCC back in the day when people couldn't work. The government put them to work, and then the government supported them. Clem, I got to say, I have to half-ass agree with you on that one. I would ask everyone out there, if we got to give somebody aid, because here, they can't find a job. If they won't find a job, I say let the bastards start. Clem, I don't give a damn if they're white or black. Bob, I agree with you. But all them black sumbitches down there, they ain't working. The town's in shambles. The streets are dirty. The grass is high. Buildings are knocked down. Why don't the government make the blacks clean up their area? Me, Bob, if I'm going to give them my money, my hardworking tax dollars, I want them down there doing some work. Well, Clem, I can't totally disagree with you, but I say that in the white area too. If somebody can't work, can't find a job, we need to take care of them, Clem. If they won't work, I don't give a damn if they're black or white, Clem. Then they should starve. Bob, you know, you're right. But I drive through East St. Louis, Bob, and it's all tore up. They're going to blame the white people for tearing up the town? They're going to blame the white people for all the crime down there? Bob, I don't think there's any white person goes down there and robs a black man. Well, Clem, I gotta agree with you on that, buddy. I gotta agree with you. But Clem, why are you so pissed at the black community? Well, Bob, I'll tell you, I'm a white man, and I listen to your show, and I believe in NAME, the National Association for Majority Equality. I believe that we all should be treated equal, but we're not being treated equal. Whites don't have any power anymore. Whites sit their asses back. The whites don't do a damn thing. They let the blacks come in. Well, they do let some of the blacks come in, Ku Klux Klan, but there's a lot of proud blacks, a lot of proud black people that are great Americans. Yeah, Bob, you're right. You're right. But it's the vast minority, like you say, that dictate what goes on. All these crimes, all the criminals. Well, Clem, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you totally. Well, Bob, let me tell you what. Until the white people stand for what they believe in, until the white people stand tall, until the white people fight for their rights, they're not going to have any rights. And Bob, I'll tell you, is a proud white man that if a white man doesn't fight for his rights, he doesn't deserve his rights. Just like if a black man won't work, he doesn't deserve to be paid. Well, Clem, I got to say, I'm starting to agree with you a little bit more on a few of these subjects, but we're about ready to take a break, Clem. I would ask you, Ku Klux Klan, what do you think we should do? Well, Bob, I think everybody ought to be treated fairly. I don't give a damn about these Black Lives Matter. Black lives don't matter to me if black lives don't matter to them. And apparently, black lives don't matter to them. They're black community. So why should black lives matter to me, a white man? Well, Clem, I think all lives ought to matter. You know, I believe that the blacks should get fair treatment, but I believe that the whites should get fair treatment. And I have to say, honestly, Clem, some of the premises that you've just talked about, I believe in. And I think not all of it, not the racist crap. I'm not for hurting anybody just because of the color of their skin, Clem. I'm for hurting someone who's a bum, who will not work, who goes out and commits crimes. I don't give a damn what color they are. Yeah, but Bob, you ever notice when all these riots, I don't see a lot of white people. I don't see a lot of white people running out of the stores with TVs on their shoulders, with Pampers in their hands, with anything they can grab. Well, Clem, I gotta somewhat agree with you, but usually it's in the black area, and again, I don't think white people are going to go to a black area and loot. But Clem, I would say it's an honor and a privilege to have you, and it's really not an honor, and it's really not a privilege, but it's something that needs to be done. Everybody needs to understand about race problems. Everybody needs to understand who the racists are. And there's enough black racists. And we're going to talk about it after the break. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. You don't talk about blacks being racist. And this is Bob Romanik talking. You don't talk about blacks being racist. You never hear, hey, he's a racist, and you look and they're pointing at a black man. And that offends me as a proud white man, Clem. Well, Bob, it offends me just about everything the blacks do, because you can't deal with the blacks because the blacks think you owe them everything. The blacks think you owe them because of slavery. Long, long time ago. Clem, I got to agree. I don't know anybody anything. There's nobody living today, breathing today, I don't believe, that had anything to do with slavery. And if they did, then shame on them. Let's throw their ass in jail. But anybody that had a relative, somebody 100 years ago, that's not my problem. I'll try to help rectify the problem, but don't blame me as a white man for the problems. Blame the black. To me, Clem, it's the black politicians. It's the plantation Nicaraguans. who sell out to the white boys. Those are the true racists. Clem, we got to go. We got to go. We will see you next time, and keep your head down. What do you got on that car of yours out there, Clem? You got a Confederate license plate? Well, you got every right to be a proud Southerner, Clem. So thanks for stopping by. Ku Klux Clem, the ultimate racist.
To arms, in Dixie, advance the flag of Dixie. Hurrah, hurrah, for Dixie's land we take our stand and live or die for Dixie. To arms, and conquer peace for Dixie. To arms, and conquer peace for Dixie.
We'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state. Bi-state, Kern, not bisexual, you stupid ass idiot. Are you gay, Kern? I just like to know, you son of a bitch. America's voice of freedom, of course. Bi-state voice, not bisexual, Kern. Radical radio at times. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, your guardian of the First Amendment. Radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. We are America's voice of freedom. You can always call toll free. You can mix it up. I can have a black call, white call. Why are people afraid to express their opinion? But you can call toll free 1-888-394-1430 on the east side, 394-1190. I don't give a damn black, white. If you're white, I'll agree with you. If I don't agree with you, I'll let you know. Same way with the blacks. And what I don't agree with, before we get in to Obama saying that he could have beat Trump, 8 years of Obama's enough. Hey, I want to ask you proud blacks, what is Obama? Yesterday I was a little pissed because he's a biracial president, not bisexual, Kern, biracial. I thought, why the hell didn't he acknowledge he's half white? And in my opinion, after the piss poor job he's done the last 8 years, I'm glad he's saying he's all black. Hell, let all the blacks take the blame for the state of our country these last 8 years. But you heard me, and I had some blacks get a little perturbed. Planning a commemorative anniversary of the 1917 riots. Now they're going to build a statue. Going to have educational events. They're going to have a lot of plays, exhibitions, creative expression contests. I guess maybe that's where they bring a white guy in and hang him. That would be probably creative expression contest. They're going to have band and choir concerts, receptions, and special reflection presentation. Now, people, I'm reading this out of the newspaper. I'm telling you, East St. Louis is happy. Hell, they probably want another black man hung. They have another big anniversary. Hell, they ain't had an anniversary like this. They ain't had a celebration like this since the East St. Louis was the All-American City celebration back, I believe, in 1961. Can you believe that? In this idiot, Joseph A. Brown, he's a co-chairman and professor and chair of the Department of African Studies at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. He says the significance of this is therapeutic. What the hell? Come on, people. No, I can't take this crap. It does show that our people can take the most horrific thing and build upon it. What do you mean your people, Amika Jackson Hicks, you black skanky bitch? What do you mean your people? The people of East St. Louis are strong and enduring. We always have been. Yeah, they've been strong and enduring. You and your papa's leadership, or lack of. See, they can give all these words. I tell you, don't ever judge somebody by what they say. Judge them by what they do. And this crap just pisses me off. Just pisses me off. Going to have a 100-year anniversary. Now we're going to bring it all up. The East St. Louis 1917 Centennial Commission and Cultural Initiative is the organizing body. Well, all you idiots ought to go get your head examined by the psychological man up at Alton State Hospital. Yeah, let's let the young kids. I don't care. I don't care if you let your children know about history, black or white, good or bad. That's history. You don't shove it down their throat. That's going to give these young black kids, oh yeah, boy, that 1970 they killed. We want more reparation. We want to hurt the whitey. What the hell's wrong with you people down there? And if it was white people, I'd say the same thing. Let's have hey, wait a minute. We just had Pearl Harbor attack, didn't we? And we just had some slaughtering of people. Let's have big celebrations. Let's break bands out. People that were killed down south, all those people in the cinema, or all the gay people, and I know Kern felt bad about that, and I did too a little bit. I know I felt really bad. I'm only kidding. Down in Florida, every year, let's have a celebration, and Kern, you can put a gay outfit on, and everybody can dance around, and we can have, what can we have? We can have, wait a minute. We can put a statue of a gay guy with maybe his ding-a-ling hanging. I don't know. We can have educational events. We can have plays, exhibitions, creative expression content. We can have all that. Let's do that for every tragedy that ever happened. Let's don't just remember it. Let's don't just archive it. Let's celebrate it. No, anything to push back at the white man, and that's what that is. And this ain't Ku Klux Klan talking. This is Bob Romanik. I'm going to throw it in a white person's face. Look at what happened in 1917. Now we want more. You ain't getting more, people. You're going to work for it, black and white. You know, I had to agree with Clem. Why the hell isn't there some kind of work program? Why not make all the bums, both black and white, why not make them work when they get government aid? If they can't find a job, let's give them a job. Look at East St. Louis. Needs to be cleaned up from day one. No, they're sitting down there barbecuing. There are a lot of white barbecuers too. The government doesn't make these people work. Why not? Why can't they do something constructive? You know, I'd work. If I couldn't find a job and somebody said, I'm going to give you some money, I wouldn't want any aid. I'd say, what can I do to repay you? So why can't we have a program down in East St. Louis? Why can't we have a program in Belleville? Why can't we have a program in the white areas? If you can't find a job, we'll give you a job. And then we'll give you money for you and your family to eat. I think that's only fair. You know, you got to feel good about yourself. I don't give a damn if you're black or white. Somebody keeps giving you something for nothing. You're going to keep taking something for nothing. I sit there last night and I thought I pay a lot of taxes and I don't mind. I'm fortunate enough. I work hard. I make some money. But I'll be damned. I'm going to give it to these bums, both black and white. Get out and work. Why? You know why the government doesn't do that? You know why the Democrats don't do that? Because then they lose out. Because they can't control the communities, primarily black in St. Clair County, that helps get them elected every year. And I gotta say, I had a white guy say yesterday, you know, he says, man, they continue to pump out babies. And I said, hey, it's not just the black community. There's a lot of white trash, a lot of whites that just pump out kids. And I want to know, in this great country of ours, we should feed our people. But you don't just tell somebody every kid you have, you're going to get more money. That's an incentive to have more kids. And a lot of these people, these low-life bastards, both black and white, they're pumping out these kids just so they can get more aid money. Let's stop it at 2 or 3 kids. Everybody wants a nice family. Everybody wants a few children, and I understand that. But I'll be damned, I don't want to pay for all of them. And that's not being an asswipe. That's being a realist. You proud blacks and proud white, you don't want to pay for a family, whether it's black or white. You see them driving around in an old beat-up car, got 13 kids. Now cross your legs sometime, ladies. I'm tired of paying for all these kids, both black and white. There's enough shame in that game to go around. But don't you think if we make these people work, give them a job, give them a sense of responsibility, that they'd feel better about themselves, then they'd want to go out and try to find a job? You know, this is something people don't want to address. Oh, you can't say that, Bob. The hell I can't. I'll say what I want when I want. But it's time, people. It's time that we understand. Talk about money. Our good buddy, Sheriff Watson. Nice guy. Like him. Think he's a great guy, great police officer. He's a little pissed. St. Clair County Sheriff doesn't like the new budget. Well, Sheriff, get in line. A lot of people don't like what's going on in St. Clair County. They don't give a damn about you, Sheriff. The chairman said he's got other things to do. You know, the big faggot, Kern? You know, they've got the Democrats fighting each other. They don't give a damn about law enforcement. You know, they tell me, and this is not against the police officers because I love those guys. They're out there, black, white, men and women, Democrats and Republicans, protecting us. And I'm all for them. It's come to the point in these counties, if there's a burglary, you got to report it over the phone. You can't even see a police officer. Now the people, the public say, well, that's the sheriff. The sheriff should do this. No, it's not the sheriff. You read this in the paper. The sheriff's pissed about the budget. Don't blame him. These politicians don't give a damn about the people of St. Clair County. You live in a county. You have a burglar. You come home and they stole your television, your icebox, and whatever hell else you have in your house. They don't have the manpower because of Kern, because of Sprague, because of all the corruption in St. Clair County. You got to get on the phone and make the report. You got to be your own police. And don't blame the rank and file police officers. It's not their fault. It's the leadership at the top. And I'm not talking about Sheriff Watson. I'm talking about Kern and Sprague and those ass-white bastards at the courthouse. Now they're going to let public safety go by. Why don't you take that money, Kern? Hey, Sheriff, I'll come up with you. Let's demand that airport be shut down. Let's take the money and protect the good people of St. Clair County. I think that's only befitting. Doesn't everyone? Spending $15 million a year so Kern and Sprague and those bastards can one day say it's going to be a success. We've lost $500 million, people. It's never going to be successful. But we sit on our lame ass and let it go. Now, there's no police protection in St. Clair County. Not because of the proud, brave deputies, the heroic deputies, not because of the sheriff, but because of Kern and Sprague and those ass-white bastards. You'd rather see a plane crinkle out of that airport and fly and the wings are fluttering because it's an unsafe airline. They say it's one of the most unsafe airlines in the country, Allegiant. 30-year-old planes. They buy used planes off the used plane lot. But they can't have protection for the people of St. Clair County. And all you good people, great people in Freeburg, Millstadt, all throughout the unincorporated area throughout St. Clair County. You guys are suffering. I just hope there's not a home invasion and a deputy doesn't get out there in time because of lack of manpower through no fault of their own. But see, you people don't think about that crap. You don't think about that until it's too late. And it's going to be too late here very, very soon. Chicago, dozen shot over the weekend. And Obama, what an idiot. I could have beat Trump. You couldn't beat Trump. Well, can you believe that? Obama, hometown Chicago, there's more killings, there's more crap in Chicago than all over every place. But now Obama's going to say, hey, I could have beat Trump if I would have ran. I think you're lying, Obama. Obama says he would have defeated Trump in the third term, bid for third term. For whatever reason, it's been a long-standing difficulty in her relationship with the press that meant that was her flaws. That's why she lost. That's why Obama's saying that Clinton lost. You know, these guys never going to give it up. Never going to give it up. And Obama, what an idiot, said, I'm confident if I'd have run again and articulated it, I think I could have mobilized the majority of the people. No, hey, Obama, here's what happened. The white folks came out and voted for you the last 2 times. They've seen what you've not done. They were going to vote for Trump. You couldn't have won this next election, Obama. You could, if you'd had a better candidate last election than that idiot Romney, you wouldn't have won the second time. But here's Obama saying what a great job he's done. Obama hasn't done a damn thing, and he surely hasn't done a damn thing for the proud black community. But he sits there, Obama and his wife, talk about everything they've done. All you good people out there, do you honestly believe that Obama has done right by the good people of this great United States the last 8 years? Now, the blacks will say that because they don't care. Because like I've always said, they always stick together. And I like that. I'm like that. That's one of the best things I like about the black community. They're going to take up for theirs. And I would just ask, not a racist for asking it, I don't think. When is the white community going to take up for theirs? This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio. And you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM. Simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting. America's bi-state voice of freedom. Radical radio, real radical radio sometimes. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. We don't have much time left. We got some callers. Let's try to get one or two. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hello, Bob.
Yes.
This is Richard. The reason why white people don't stand up, sir, is because we're taught in school, you know, everything about the Civil War and everything. They said it was over slavery, and it wasn't. It was about states' rights.
Sure it was.
And, you know, and what they do after the war to the black people, they put them in a sharecropper system like the white people.
You're exactly right. Well, the point you're trying to make, I think, Richard, and you're right, that the schools teach, that's the Civil War, slavery is bad, 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 and it's the white people's fault. And it amazes me. And thanks for the call. We don't have a lot of time, or I wouldn't have cut you off. It amazes me that there was many blacks that were for slavery. Well, not maybe as many, but there were enough that the blacks could get the blame for some of that slavery too. But having said that, I don't give a damn. That happened back in the day, and not in my day, not in anybody living's day. So let's get over that. Just like this riot in 1917. It's going to resurrect a lot of bad memories. The black leaders down there, they don't give a damn about the history, teaching the history. They want to keep the racial crap going, so don't tell me that the blacks aren't racist. The blacks are just as racist as the whites, if you're a racist. So people, let's be real. Let's try to get together, black and white. I'm tired. I'm not going to take it anymore. National Association for Majority Equality, first of the year. Going to be a great organization. Equality for everyone, regardless of race. How the hell can that be racist at all? That's better than the NAACP because it's equality for everyone, not just for the proud black community. Call me a racist if you want. Call me whatever you want. I'm a realist, and I'm going to speak real. Don't like it, don't listen. So, as always, people, let's continue to fight these rotten bastard politicians. City elections are coming up. We're ready for all of them. Same time, same place tomorrow. We can continue to expose, to destroy these political, parasitical, perverted punks that we call politicians. Destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.